Just like seeing me butt ass naked or walking in on Ash taking a dick pic. What is the most uncomfortable story? What storylines made you uncomfortable? Yeah.
He's done the same introduction as the other video as well.
Oh yeah. Had to. Why not? So could you ever use it twice?
What am I taking a dick pic?
Just comparing it to a cucumber, I guess.
Uncomfortable. I mean, do we play the same sad little violin? So in 2018, Alfie Moon returned with a bit more of a sinister edge. Alfie was scamming people out of funerals. He was getting people to deposit on a funeral. And it was a constant fucking cycle. Alfie Moon consistently was a piece of shit in this time period. And he said that Cat Slater, it was her fault that she was abused by her uncle as a teenager, and had his famous line that Piggy always likes to say of "You Slater women." It's fundamentally ruined the Alfie Moon character, as he was having an affair with Haley, and all in all, just kind of ruined the character. Simply ruined the character. That's probably my. It's so awful because it completely ruins the Alfie character, and you can understand that they gave up and constantly fucking just made his character really, really garbage. And Alfie Moon 2018 is, especially because when they try to make Cat and Alfie get back together, it's just really kind of stupid and it doesn't ever feel right anymore. So yeah, that's Alfie Moon 2018. What else? What else made us uncomfortable as a show? I mean, there's obviously the famous ones. There's the baby swap storyline, which was a bit of a ball ache. And did really degrade. It was an interesting thing of grief. And who the fuck knows? Fucking hell. Fucking big league Piggy over here. What the fuck's he doing? What else? Sharon and Keanu is what the title suggests. They went ahead and tried to do Sharon and Keanu. Says rewatching the Shanu story and Jesus, it's turning my stomach a bit. Lol. The fact they kept making her say things that shown her age, like and had Keanu. What the fuck is that? Hello, you're back.
Hello.
Is that an actual phone call?
Yeah.
I thought you had like taken the piss.
No.
I thought you were like, fucking hell, Alfie Moon 2018 again. Fuck's sake, bloody hell.
It would have been a great bit, wouldn't it? It would have been a great bit.
I was like, fuck me, this bit's taken a while. Jesus Christ.
No. I ordered a wrestling figure to my address pal, and the one called me. Was like, they didn't put your name down correctly, and you've been a naughty boy, Piggy. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry. And I was like, how much did the figure cost? I'm like, £7, £11 in total with shipping. And she's like, can you double check that? And I went, yeah, if it came today, it's £11. She went, I believe you. And I'm like, okay, am I in trouble? It's just the way she went, I believe you. And I'm like, fucking scared the shit out of me. But yeah.
I thought it was just a bit about Alfie Moon 2018.
No, it was just a genuine phone call. It was like a UK number, and I was scared. I was like, who the fuck's phoning me from the UK? This is a serious video.
It's me. Hello, you dickhead. Sort it out.
We actually should make that bit one time, just like phone each other in the middle of a fucking call. Hello.
No.
Yeah, this is EastEnders moments that made you uncomfortable. I've been on the phone for the first 3 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. Unprofessional of me. Should have paused the video, but I didn't. We'll keep it rolling. I guess I'll read the reactions. Read the Reddit, because I don't.
I mean, do you have anything else to add to the textbook thing of Alfie Moon 2018 uncomfortable?
It's just the entire storyline. Let's be real. It's the entire premise of it, of
Just Alfie suddenly just decides that he hates the Slaters, despite willingly wanting to be a Slater for so fucking long.
It's like it's like Ned. I wouldn't. No, I can't really compare it to Ned Flanders' situation. Like where like where the Flanderized Ned Flanders, where they made him about one sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing. I don't think it's like that. I think this is just genuine character assassination. We talk about it a lot,
Yes.
but it's genuine character assassination because Alfie that we knew before 2018 was nothing like 2018 Alfie. They wanted to make a villain because I'd assume they had no villains. This is before Bray
Yeah.
Atkins came in. So they just brought him in to be a villain, which obviously fell flat in its ass because, again, as we keep telling you, for every time you bring it up, he couldn't. He can't be a villain because you either go full hog with it or you don't go full hog with it. And they were like tiptoeing where they didn't know where to go or in or out. And then the end of it
Yeah.
where he tells Kat it's her fault she was assaulted as a child will always piss me off because I'm like, in the real world Alfie would never say that to Kat. He might get mad at her. He might get mad at her, but he would never say that. He would never bring up that horrific thing and tell her that she's the fault for it.
The thing that completely changed her life.
Yeah. So I don't understand, like, I was saying, I don't understand why they went with it, but they obviously did, and obviously I thought they used later women, but it's genuinely like, that Simpsons gag where it's like you pause at the right moment, you can see where his heart just breaks. I don't want to say Shane Ritchie was not happy with it. He was being paid fuck ton of money, I bet, but like, just you can tell the moment they knew, oh fuck, we've gone too far. And then the sort of retcon is very hard for me because it's basically saying fans are stupid, but we're not. Well, most of them are, but we're not.
It's basically saying didn't happen. What did though? We all saw it. You can't change our seeing it. We all witnessed it.
Like if he hit her, that's fine, and ran off. That's fine, kind of.
Someone clip that out of context.
Yeah, clip it out of context. But what I'm saying is that would, like, in regards if he slapped her or something and then ran off, we can discredit that. But it's the fact he said you were the fault. It was rape, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, she couldn't consent. She was a teenager, and he was an old man.
Yeah, so basically saying you're the fault you were raped. I know that's very horrible to say. It does ruin the character because
it's like, well, I was just saying it's your fault you were sexually abused. So, what the fuck? No, it's not at all, ever in any fucking world.
Well, yeah, I think
you're victim blaming the victim, like horrific.
Yeah, I don't mean to harp on it, but yeah, that's what I think about Alfie 2018. I'll bring it up anytime it needs to be brought up, but yeah, it's
and it makes it so hard to like this version of Alfie because yeah, sure they say, oh yeah, it didn't happen, lol, whoops, but like that it's not satisfying a conclusion though. Like that's the problem. It doesn't feel good at all.
Like the equivalent that I'll bring it to is like a horrific moment that happened in Ashton. I was going to use Ashton as an example. His dad passed. It'd be like me standing on top of the stairs saying, "You're the reason why your dad had a heart attack." It's gonna fuck him up. And I got back into his life 4 years later and just went, "Hello, how are you, mate? Remember that time? Remember that time I told you to die? You're the reason why your dad is dead. Yeah, forget that. Yeah. Hello." It's like, no, you shouldn't. It'll stick with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the reason why I hate Current Alfie because I can't look at him the same. They've ruined the character and then they've basically pissed on a character. He hasn't showered, so he still stinks of piss years later.
Yeah.
And it just ruins the character, in my opinion. But yeah, I guess I'll read the thread now. And I was generally on a phone call for half that video. Yeah. But 9 minutes in, fucking heavily went on about it. Rewatching the Shianu storyline, and Jesus, it's turning my stomach a bit, lol. The fact they keep making her say things that showed her age and Kiana, like, the fuck is that? Joy and Lauren's affair was so gross, lol, and how they weren't pushed back at all when it was was mad. Makes for good TV, but it was a bit grim, lol. Honey and Jay, I just tried to forget that it happened, to be honest. The show doesn't really acknowledge it anymore, and it was incredibly out of character for both of them. I think Bill brought it up not too long ago, and I was stunned it was even mentioned. But damn, I missed it. It is wild that they brought it up though. I got the impression they wanted to ignore it and move on ASAP. Like even when Honey and Jay were supposed to be together, seemed like the writers quickly regretted making it a thing and wandered so into the storm.
I mean, Jay and Honey being together really felt like, because I'm pretty sure the actor said, like, you know, my teenage crush is Honey, like she's stunning, and it felt like the writer just going, all right, you'll actually get to kiss her. Oh, it's COVID. Well, never mind. Never mind. Sorry, mate. I did try. That's what it felt like because it was so out of left field. I didn't mind it though. Like, I was fine with it. I don't give a shit. They had a nice. I thought the way they did it was interesting because it wasn't like they were physically like, oh, I need to rip your fucking clothes off, honey. It's just like they built up an emotional connection. You know, they slowly found themselves being like feeling like they have a really strong connection. I didn't fucking hate it. Obviously, it's a bit strange because she did kind of raise him, but like, she's not his mum.
I mean, some people would shag them up. Let's be real. Just gonna leave that there and let it part. The whole thing was gross and made no sense. Yet, pretty sure Jay and Honey are both mentioned it when Nola died too. Oh, that rings a bell. I have a fake recollection of Billy telling Jay he forgave him. Didn't Honey apologise for taking time away from him and Lola at one point too? I could be misremembering though. Oh, yeah, that was a bad one. The fact she knew him as a little boy makes it so much worse too. They mention it sometimes, but because we won't shut up about how ridiculous and gross it was, if we all forgot about it, they'd never mention it again. I also remember Sharon and Keanu were in her and Phil's bedroom. Phil came home early, so Keanu hid under the bed. Next thing, Sharon and Phil are getting on while she's lying there, so uncomfortable. He's having a Tommy Tank underneath.
Yeah, good old Tommy Tank.
It's like the
Thomas the Spank Engine.
Wahey.
In my brain, that's funnier than that has any right to be.
But what I'm trying to say is, it's like the first episode of F is for Family, where the two parents are fucking arguing, and then all you hear is, oh yeah, like that baby, and the kids underneath the bed hearing all of this, and it's like a wooden bed, so the bed's like plopping down, and he's under here like, oh guys, please, I'm under here. I've heard it all. Stop it. Phil getting on while he's sliding. Not to mention Louise and Keegan in the kitchen too. Phil flipping that towel as soon as he sees Keegan, who just legs it. I wasn't really watching EastEnders at the time, but I caught that episode for some reason. I didn't resume watching EastEnders after that. For a while after that. Okay, what has this guy got to say? This day I remember that scene like, literally sexual assault toward Keanu, who couldn't really lead the situation. Consent to being there. Sharon should have told Phil to head to the kitchen for wine or something. Okay, I'm just going to move on. Mick and Whitney was always weird. Mick was not the type of person to go after someone young enough to be his daughter. And it was
Oh, wait, hold on. Are we skipping over?
I can read
skipping over. I mean, the Steve Owen stuff's an interesting one. Oh, no, I lie. I've skipped forward. I got confused. Keep going.
That made her attracted to him. It's so gross removing him from cheating and her being his daughter-in-law. I'm glad he never slept with her though. I would have made her a lot less forgivable in my opinion. But I agree it was very weird. I don't know if I thought it was wholesome. Whitney is a walking daddy issues, but Mick was actually the perfect kind of safe, emotionally available when he wasn't dealing with the CSA storyline man for her. I never wanted anything to mess up Mick and Linda, but it was if he was going to have an affair with anyone, I thought it better be Whitney than marrying bloody Janine.
And I'm not saying he felt the daddy issues typing for sure, but you know, he does. He does to me.
Steve Owen and his mother. With Watson here, I've not seen EastEnders pre-2008. His mom tried to kiss him, like casually kiss him on her deathbed. I think it was implied that she abused him that way as a child. I never really went into it.
This one's a really strange one. It's a really weird set of scenes because, as I said before, she's on a deathbed and she insists that he kiss her on the lips, and then instead of it being like apparently like, oh, you know, she's very into it. It's very intense, And obviously he comes out of it just kind of like, what the fuck just happened? There's really interesting like subtext to it because it didn't really get explored fully. But yeah, it was fucking. It's a wild. I've only seen it once and it fucking stuck out to me. So.
Or my misremembering. Anyways, yes, that was deeply uncomfortable viewing. Ooh, that's terrible. Ooh, that's terrible. I hate when EastEnders does things like that and never elaborates. Like they were hinting at stuff with Gray's mom. Not sexual abuse though. I never went into it properly. I think there was a pushback on that though, because it would have been seen as them trying to humanize an abuser or make us feel sorry for him. People.
I mean, similar to that with Gray. I'm pretty sure when they initially did it, they were gonna actually have him get therapy, and he was opening up about his family and how he wasn't loved, or some shit. And they were, and it felt like they were actually going to start to try humanize him, but then they just stopped and then decided that his dad was abusive and worse than him or some shit. Like I don't know. They changed the trajectory completely.
People need to see where it comes from to stop the cycle. Don't instead of seeing abuse as boogeymen. They are just born, not made. They are just born, not made. They did it quite.
Nature versus nurture.
They did it quite well with Dean. I think. I don't believe they set out to make him a rapist in the first place, but his mommy issues surely made him a great character development for a villain. I think when Dean Wicks was introduced, he wasn't really a villain. I think. He was just a bit of a.
I mean, when he was first introduced, he was fairly sound, but then when they reintroduced him, he kind of had this darker edge.
Yeah, like originally he was only stealing Snickers from like a charity shop, like.
It's brought back though. You do see that there's a bit more of a darker side to the character, and they play on it a lot more with his relationship with Shirley, and then his relationship with women not being the best, obviously culminating with Linda that Christmas. So. Yeah, maybe not Christmas, but that time period, of course.
October, I believe. Sharon and Dennis, specifically during Den's murder. I get they weren't right, and then Dennis didn't grow up with his dad, but Sharon constantly being like, our dad when his body was found felt icky. Max being buried alive by Tanya. Sharon and Dennis are literally one of the show's best couples.
Yeah, but it was viewed as like it was incest, even though they were both like, even though Sharon's adopted and they're not related. Like it's kind of. I acknowledge that. Yes, I do say they were one of the show's best couples, but also during the build, it was all like, oh, but they're like brothers and sisters, aren't they? It's like, well, no, they're not.
Controversial, I was not a fan. Joy and Lauren, I can't believe how boys everyone was about it. This is legal and being commonplace throughout history, and it's acceptable in all cultures. Plus, Joy managed to rein her in before Lucy spiked her own shoe.
Fucking hell.
I did not say that, but
something. Something odd.
I did not say that. That's on your screen. I have no idea what he's referring to, but I'm gonna just move on.
I mean, it's just them being cousins.
Oh, they're cousins.
Yeah.
Well, he's. I don't think he's crap, but it's acceptable in other cultures. But it's not acceptable in other cultures. Fuck off. Unless you're like third cousins, very distant cousins, then it could be acceptable.
That's the Irish in you coming out.
First or second or third, fucking no. Distant, fine. No, only distant. I've ever told you the story of when my granddad was asked about his brother.
Where the fuck's this going? Yeah, no.
But the man in the pub asked about my granddad about his brother, how far he lives, like how of a distant he is. And he goes, 1,000 miles is a distance from me. Yeah. Just fucking giving the miles he's a distance from. Especially that Whitney and Tony, especially that first scene of them starting to make out on her bed with awful watch. Horrible and uncomfortable, but sadly important to the show as it happens very often, yes, agreed. Max and Lucy, Kat and Derek, Ronnie's baby swap, so goddamn stupid. When Kat said to Alfie, it's not my fault Santa came down the chimney early in relation to Phil being dressed as a Santa when they were dating. Hated that Keanu Sharon stuff past the affair. Just didn't make sense that were never fag compatible in any way, even in the bedroom department. Yeah, he was better than Phil, sure, but she had it better with Dennis. The relationship was weird, warranted. Lauren and her cousin Joey, Kat and Derek, especially that scene, it's revealed in the fic and the camera just goes to a extreme close-up of Derek looking smug and lighting up a cigar. Joy and
Yeah, but
Lauren.
that scene's fucking iconic. I will not. That's not uncomfortable. It's iconic 'cause it's just the tip of a cigar. Just fucking yeah. It's like who's, but because it was a really crass whodunit. But who's shagging cat? And then it's Derek, and it's like, oh god, what? No,
Send me that scene. I want to see that cigar.
no, right.
Lighting up a cigar. Joy and Lauren, Bonnie and Jay. Anything to do with Hayley Slater. Something about her made me feel like I needed a shower every time she was on screen. She did seem like a smelly bitch, but that was not Hayley Slater. That was the actress. That's the actress.
She did seem like a smelly bitch, for fuck's sake.
She also seemed like she didn't like her toast burnt for some reason. All of her toast seemed to be white in those scenes. I wonder if there's anything.
We've already made the jokes.
I know. I'm just saying. Cindy and Junior.
Don't need to keep making the same one.
Cindy and Junior currently, that is incest. I don't care how half.
It's not incest. It's not incest. It's not incest.
I don't care how half step they are. That's just gross. One, that's literally not incest. Two, as the show said itself, George wasn't in Junior's life during the time he was married to Cindy. Cindy says she thinks that George was doing the dirty with his son. That's just incredibly messed up.
I mean, that bit is messed up. That was the most disgusting thing to me when Cindy's like, when I'm doing it with Junior, I think it's George. I'm like, that's so wrong. That's so dirty and wrong. Go on, keep going. Yeah, I'm close. No, but yeah, it's not incest though. It's not incest. Junior and Cindy are not related whatsoever. Cindy was married to George. That's it. But yeah.
Yeah.
And it says, "Oh, it is. It's just not incest. It's projection sound." It's a weird hill to. You don't fight on something being like that's literally incest. It's not though, is it? Like you're lying. It's not. Do you know what incest means? You clearly fucking don't. He's literally just killed him.
He's having a
smash
click.
him over the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah. We'll see you in the next one. This has been recorded live on twitch.tv/Watching Walford. Come tune us in every Monday and Thursday where we record funny moments and shit. And we will see you in the next one. Maybe it was a bit wrong to promote it in this video, but at least it wasn't really that bad. So